it's the second time on Fans of the Culture. Avid supporter of it publicly, not just privately. Minister Lee Burgess and Resurrection. They're releasing a full-length album this Friday, which will be the 17th of August. I'm excited for him. I know some of the features that's on it. I've been listening to the samples. The samples. You can pre-order the album now. Y'all give a round of applause to Minister Lee Burgess, and Resurrection.
You clown, man.
Hey, you gotta hype it up, man. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, them effects is live you got on that joint. Now the little alarm, I said, oh, you gonna step it up a little bit.
I ain't doing nothing graphically, but sound effects wise, I'm like, man, this is free resource.
Well, you in there. There you go. Well, you in there. That took me back down memory lane. You hear that? Well, you
Hey, man, I said, man, it was, hey, man, but anyway, I wanted, of course, Lee hit me up, and there wasn't nothing to really, even talk about, but I guess let's just talk about might be the last time. So I want to really get it's 2 days away. Do you feel excited? What's your expectations of it?
I'm excited. I'm anxious. I think it's gonna do very well. Of course, any album drop, the first 24 to 48 hours is very critical. So we have developed a pretty good fan base since we have came out. So hopefully, man, God gonna put His hand on it. And it's gonna do very well.
Yeah. Tell us about some of the features on the album.
We got Bishop Darren McFadden, which is on the single "Save Me Jesus," which was the first single we released, and it's got picked up by a lot of stations, a lot of internet radio, and we just want to say thank you to you, Drina Jonas, and Stephanie, Rodney McDuffie, everybody who thought enough of the song, man, to spin it. We just want to say thank you. And we got Sonny Brown of the sensational Swanee Quintet out of Georgia. He's on the one you just played, Journey. And those are the two features on the record.
Now I think last time we talked, you said you produced a lot of the songs?
Yeah, I wrote the whole album, and me and my little brother, Alexander Burgess, we got together and produced it.
I call him the marketing genius behind the marketing genius.
Maestro.
Maestro.
Yeah, Maestro.
He be on it, man. He be on it.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Matter of fact, I had a conversation about y'all, some it takes a lot of time and dedication to really be your own marketing team.
Yeah,
until you get to a certain place to where you can kind of
pay somebody.
Until you decide, I'm out of steam. I ain't nothing else I can think of.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, trying to get on all y'all internet. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work.
It is. It is. But I know you have appreciation for it, and I appreciate you because I do see you, not just me, but you. I've always told you before that you was on everybody's live. You making sure. At the end of the day, man, like we human beings, so we, to see an artist supporting what you do, man, it means something. Even though people like to front and say it don't, but it really does mean something.
It means a lot because you give us a platform. Of course, radio is always going to be necessary, but I think this is a necessary part too to getting seen, especially to independent artists that may not have a platform and may not be able to get their records played. Platforms like this and Jonas and Drina and Womack just give us indie artists a platform for our music to get out to the world, man. It's major.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Now, so you've done you have a very strong relationship with all I say media personalities. You've been in your fair share of conventions. Um, I see you supporting like James and all those other people. You went to the convention that John P. Key just had.
Mm-hmm.
So after the album drops, there's a second phase to it. What's the plan for that? To keep the buzz for the album going. Like we know the singles, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But what's the plan to keep the buzz for the albums going?
The plan is to keep doing what you're doing. Relationships, network, and of course, live performance. Making sure you can produce what you put out,
Mm,
and just keep steam ahead. A lot of times, I think once you get to this point, you kind of fall off. But you got to keep pushing, man. That's the plan. We gonna keep. Don't recreate the wheel. If it's working, keep moving it.
yeah. Is the album conceptual at all? Is it really?
Mm,
Is it really more about the message versus, or are you kind of giving us a concept? Is each song kind of telling a story?
both. It skits on the record. Like
Yeah.
before Save Me Jesus, it's a skit about a guy going to church, but he's from our generation. So the older people are asking him, "You going in church looking like that, and you ain't got a suit on?" And he talking to the preacher, and they talking about going to the morning. So it's telling a story, but at the same time, it is conceptual. I think you get the best of both worlds because you got a R&B feel, you got a country feel, straight floor mashing quartet. It's a lot. The record covers a lot that I wanted to cover, so it isn't just a traditional quartet one to the two to the three record, but you get a good feel of everything.
Mm. Was it hard getting uh, Bishop Darrell and Sonny to do the album to be featured on the album? Was it a hard thing to coordinate?
Not at all. And the way that came about, man,
Yeah.
I called Bishop, big bro, and he said, "Yeah, whatever you need." Me and Sonny real close, so I called him. Same thing with him, and it just happened. Everybody was at the studio the same night, so we did those two songs the same night. So when we was in the box, Bishop was like, "Nope, go back, do it again. I don't like that one. Do it." So he was giving us pointers, which was awesome. While we were actually, you can hear me.
No, I lost you. Said why you was actually doing what now?
While we were in the booth, he was actually giving us pointers and telling us what to drill good, man.
Yeah. Did he give you any advice as far as having a effective ministry, effective
All the
career?
time. We
Did he
talk,
pour into you
yeah, all man. At least
all the time?
once I say probably once a week we talk. He get on me.
Give
What's
us
up?
one. Give us one. Give us one thing he told you, man. One thing he told you that really sticks with you and motivates you, so to speak.
Um, Everybody who start with you ain't gonna finish with you. And as far as
Mm,
motivation, you got to remember what's your why. You got to remember the reason you're doing it because it's gonna get hard. People gonna come,
mm,
people gonna go, but you got to keep pushing. If you got a message you're trying to get out, a common goal, which is to win souls for the kingdom overall, you
yeah,
got to keep going. It ain't gonna be easy. He says a lot of times they was eating peanut butter and jelly, but he was going from city to city. That's just what it gonna be sometimes.
yeah. When are you really? I don't know. I feel like now it's a lot of different. Huh?
Go ahead. That's me. I dropped something. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, okay. So just in case you was dropping fifties, I said, Lord, let me have a hand that goes through this
I need all of them to
Wi-Fi.
stay in house. Yes, sir, Doc.
No, but I appreciate what everybody's doing, man. What you're doing, man, and I hope people are paying attention, not just to the music, but how you're moving. Because I think, again, I feel like we already in our future, so to speak, what we have to do, and I'm really that's why I really want to kind of get that thought process, man. When you decided that, obviously you've been saying your whole life, but when you decided that we're gonna make this album, and I'm gonna take on the responsibility and kind of push the sound of the album. What was that decision like? What was that conversation with the group like?
Well, they asked me, one of the older guys. He was like, "What's your overall?" I said, "Man, I want to go as far as it can go. The Stellars, the Grammys, wherever God take us, I want to go." But I really felt like I had something I had to get out. Almost like a sermon. Sometimes when you studying something, you just got to get it out. It's like you're pregnant and you want to birth what you got in you. The sound, music is in me. Church is in me. Some things you just can't get away from the older you get. Bible say train up a child in the way he'll go, when he get old he won't depart from it. So I was just coming back to that. But I know.
Yeah. Is there anything that you really, at the end of the day, um, is there anything that you really want fans to get from this body of work that you're about to release this Friday at midnight? By the way, you can pre-order right now.
Yeah. Midnight. Pre-order right now. iTunes. Shameless plug. Might be last time. If it's anything I want people to get from this record, man, it's you don't have to be people call you. What you think is acceptable. Be yourself. Like I said, it's not a regular quartet record. You're gonna get some R&B, you're gonna get some country. But it's different ways to reach people that traditional ways may not. So if there's anything I want people to get from this is that you can make it. You may be messed up, think you ain't good enough, you can't do this, you can't do that, your talents ain't this, your talents ain't that, you can't sing as good as somebody, you can't pray as good as somebody, but God gave you something that you could use. There's a song on there called Work Undone. Don't let them catch you with your work undone. That's I think one of my favorite ones on there, because all of us got some work to do in some way, shape, or form, but it's up to you to manifest what's in you to advance the kingdom.
Yeah, Miss Carey said, what is your favorite song on the album?"
I wrote them all, Miss Carey. That's like trying to pick a favorite child. All of them mean something to me, and I think once the people hear the music, it's not what I call a cookie cutter song. If that makes sense, they have substance. The lyrics, I took time in my lyrics. It's Bible scriptures in them. Throughout the whole record, in the skits, I think y'all really like. Man, it's some real stuff. One of the skits, it's a song called "Be Ready," but the skit before that song is talking about like the Charleston Nine, the police shootings of young black men, a whole lot of current issues that we dealing with today that takes you into the song. So all of them, I love all of them, man.
But let's talk about that song. What are you, by speaking on that? What do you really want to accomplish? Do you want us to kind of have a do you want us as believers to kind of have a social consciousness? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you got to have that. Part of being a believer is affecting the time or current season or time of dispensation of time that you live in. So to be a believer, you have to be able to reach those that don't believe. And once again, sometimes that's not done the conventional way. Sometimes you got to find a way to get to these kids, get to these brothers, these single mothers, these single fathers. And sometimes ain't gonna do it. Sometimes you got to look like this. Sometimes they got to see my tattoos, like I'm tatted up. Sometimes you got to see that to understand, well, God, if Lee can change, I can change. Or if God can use Lee, maybe he can use me. And I think that's the real important thing of what we all do, from quartet to praise and worship to just being a believer.
Are you doing any, what I like to call the I call it the Roy Wooten way, when he used to take those records, put them in the trunk, and he would go to radio station to radio station. Are you kind of making the rounds like that as Friday, because Friday's so close?
Oh, we got a game plan. We've been doing that. Getting
Yeah.
the record out to
Mm-hmm.
you, everybody we can get it to. Like I must say, man, the community has really, and the culture has really like put their arms around me and the group, man.
Okay, so are you? So at midnight might be the last time it comes out. Um, you already have a strategy for how y'all gonna continue the buzz going.
Oh,
Now, okay, say one day you get a call, just a scenario. Call, you get one of those what I like to call the the radio servicer who can move mountains, if you will,
got you.
and they're looking for a song on your album that has what we call a commercial appeal. What song on the album is that one that has that
Thank you.
commercial appeal?
Thank you.
Which one?
Thank you.
Why?
It's R&B. It's
I'm
jazzy.
asking you,
It's
why do you pick that?
because it's not. It can go either way. You thank you or work undone. Work
Okay.
undone is a country feel, but thank you is like a old. I actually got the melody.
Mm-hmm. Chicago. Yeah. Chicago.
That's
Yeah.
how I got that song. So that song I feel can go
Gotcha.
contempt or either way.
Gotcha. How excited are you for Drina's birthday bash down in Florida? Would that be your first
Well, we
time?
excited. Yeah, it'll be our first time going down to Florida. I got my grandmama living in Fort Lauderdale and my aunties.
Okay.
So we looking forward to going down there and singing. It'll be our first time. So we looking for some good things, some good feedback. She said the people in the city when she play the music, she getting good responses. So hopefully it'll be a blessing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Drina, I love Drina, man. Drina got that. She paid attention to how people respond to the music. In her
Right,
market. Me and her were talking
right.
about that when I seen her last time. Is there anything on the album, anything that we did cover that you want to cover? I know in about 20 minutes you got the pop up
Yeah.
that Lala's doing. Yeah.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
no, but everybody, I need y'all to go get it. It's on iTunes. Might be the last time. It'll be on all digital outlets Friday, Amazon, Spotify. However you get down, you can get down.
Google
Friday.
Play, all that.
Google
Yeah.
Play. And I just want to thank everybody, man, for all the support y'all have given Resurrection since we got started, man. You, everybody, man. We thank y'all and we love y'all, man. We appreciate all the support.
Man, to you, man, personally, man, I want to say thank you for just allowing us to really, man, play the music, man. At the end of the day, I understand it's a two-way street, but man, I'm thankful that, we got artists to play and people take what we do as serious as we take it. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm pretty excited for you, man. I can't wait to, see you live, man.